All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the week of February 22nd. My name is Brock. My Twitter handle is at Don't Feed Bear. I provide you these weekly stock picks every Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So first off, let's take a look at the S&P 500 chart. So the way I have it, we went through an ABC. Ooh, that was ugly. An ABC correction, sideways ABC, followed by we're going into a wave one. I think we're getting close here. We had kind of a weird sideways week. It dipped a little bit. Nothing really did too well or too bad. It was kind of odd week, short week. So understandable. Hoping we can get a bounce soon and hit these new all-time highs and get to an area where we get above 400, and that's kind of the area where I'm going to start probably exiting a few trades and things like that. I think it might take some time into March or April to get there, but just be aware that it could happen at any time. So we need to be careful. Okay, guys, just don't over risk. Don't lose your whole entire portfolio on a YOLO trade. So, all right. The 10 shares rule. A few people have asked about this. I get comments like, "Oh, my account's very small." It's like, okay, well, what if you bought 10 shares of weekly stock picks instead of a call where it's much more riskier, things like that. So far, 3 stock picks have hit their price target. Oh, that's a typo. It's actually 5. So 5 stock picks have hit their price target, and it's $573. Everybody could use 570 bucks. That's a good amount of money. So that's what the 10 shares rule is. Second highest performing stock that I have currently in the 6 week is Overstock.com. They've done very well. They took a dip this week, and then I think they're going to bounce back up, and we could hit price target 3 very soon here with Overstock. QuantumScape, I called this out maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It had a great setup. Indicators all showed really well, and it took a little time, took a little patience, but I got in at about $38, and right now it's at 60 plus. So that was a great pickup. I think it still has more room to go, but so far so good. 42% since I announced it. So that's a big winner. So all right, let's jump into stock picks of the week, and we've got. I want to give you guys a little variety this week and kind of split it up in different sectors. So we got CleanSpark is a software company that does software for the grid and for energy companies. Yeti is a retail company that have really great products. They have coolers, they have tumblers, they have all sorts of stuff. Morgan Stanley, obviously, a lot of people know who Morgan Stanley is. They're in the financial sector. And then Cleveland Cliffs is a mining company. And so they have a pretty good setup that I want to show you guys. So, as always, stock picks of the week, I go through and I show the current setup, the buy zone, the cut loss, and what their price targets are. I also show you their charts in case you want to see what I'm looking at. So, let's go ahead and jump into the first one, which is CleanSpark. So, CleanSpark has a nice 5 wave setup. We're about halfway through wave 3. It's looking strong. The indicators, or the RSI, doesn't concern me too much as it's about halfway through. So I think this could keep pushing up. It just crossed a couple days ago for the bullish cross on the MACD, and then we have the red lights flashing for the squeeze indicator. So I could see this making a nice little move up. Ichimoku Cloud looks good. So majority of the indicators are showing that this should have a good strong week. So let's hope that happens. All right, for Yeti. Let's check the Ichimoku Cloud. Cloud's looking good. It's above the cloud and it's about to cross, it seems like. RSI is low. Look at that. It pushed down and now wants to push back up. We got the flashing red indicators, but I noticed a inverse head and shoulders on Yeti. So we got the shoulder, we got the head, and we got the shoulder. So it keeps on wanting to go past this line, but it keeps facing it almost here, then it retests. Here, retest, so it wants to go. I think this is the week where it goes. There is a 5 wave setup that also, and that's why I have this green box at the end. So end of 5 wave is somewhere around 87, 88. So maybe even touches 90. I think Yeti looks really strong here. If it dips at all, definitely go into it. So keep an eye on Yeti. Let's take a look at Morgan Stanley. Had a nice little pop a little while ago, yeah, right here, and then it dipped back down. So I think it's ready to go on another run. It was pretty. If you look here, it's been pretty quiet. It went up a little here, and then sideways, sideways, sideways. Went up a little. It's gonna dip down, maybe go sideways a little bit, and then pops. So I think the financial sector might be ready for a little push here. So The only thing that concerns me is how high it is on the RSI, but like I said, that could be a quick 1-2 day dip, and then we take off. So right now, MACD's up. It's all heading in the right direction. So definitely wait for the dip on this one if you want to get in. If you want to get a little bit early and then get more if it dips, then that's fine too. All right, let's look at Cleveland Cliffs Mining Company. This is my first mining company I've done. But the setup looks nice. Above the Ichimoku cloud, about to cross the yellow line above. RSI is not too bad. A little high, but not too terrible. MACD is about to have the bullish cross, and we got the red indicators flashing with it going in the right direction. So, it looks good. I think it's ready to. It's been going. Popped up for wave 1, down for the 2. I think we could see. I think it takes a quick, maybe just a short dip, 1-2 days, and then we take off. So, Cleveland Cliffs, another good pick. All right, let's take a look at the earning plays of the week. Home Depot. So this was a stock pick about a month ago. Like I said, holiday season came around. I think they're going to kill earnings and do really well. Plug Power is a pick from last week. I think I'll talk about that more as it's on the honorable mention picks. And then Salesforce. As you guys all know, I'm heavy in Salesforce. I just really expect this to go off. I kind of wish earnings weren't here because it's been moving really well, very strong. So hopefully it keeps going and we get a nice result for earnings and nice little pop. So that'd be great. Honorable mention picks. So X. Everyone know what X is? That's U.S. Steel. So this one right here had a good setup. If you look at the indicators here, RSI is a little high. It's about to cross on the MACD. It's pushing up. Only thing concerning was the Ichimoku cloud is not, it doesn't look like a great setup. This doesn't mean it won't go, but it just means one of the bigger indicators that I use has not, it's not clearing this hurdle. So I'm a little concerned that that's why it wasn't a stock pick. It was very close though. All right, so next up is Plug. Plug was a stock pick last week. It's an honorable mention this week because it went down pretty bad. As you can see here, it had a nice drop, but luckily we got the bounce. So it's heading down. We need to see a little bit of recovery this week, and so that can head to all-time highs. We want that yellow to cross back above. The cross above is not a good sign, but this push on Friday was really helpful for Plug. If you guys remember my video from last week, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I originally had it like 2, 3, 4, so like this. And I said that I expect it more to drop and make a kind of a falling wedge, and sure enough, that's what it did. And it literally went down to exactly where I left it. Like I didn't move this or make it set up exactly like this. It just happened to go down here. So hey, sometimes you get lucky. It bounced off of this support line. So let's see if we can keep pushing up and hopefully break that resistance to all-time highs. So I think Plug is in a good spot as long as it has a positive week this week. If it shows a little bit of weakness, we could be heading down to close this gap, right here. So that's the one thing that's holding us back from being another stock pick again this week is it looked like it wanted to go down and close that gap, but maybe the bulls are going to come in and save this one. So we'll see. All right, up next is Mogo. Mogo has a nice little wedge pattern going. I think we see a nice little dip, and then we take off. This one's just a very simple, easy setup. As you can see, things are all heading the right. We're pushing up. We see some strength on this one. It's not a relatively expensive stock, so hopefully we can get a little bit of a sideways action, and then we take off in the next 1 to 2 weeks. So that's one, and then Spotify. Everybody loves music, so check out Spotify. As you can see here, it's on a long 5-wave, very high on the RSI, so I can see it dipping down. But it wants to break. That's the one thing that RSI is not the strongest indicator. The MACD shows that's pushing up. The squeeze indicator look at this, red. So it looks like a big move is coming. So I got it going to wave 3, which would be all the way at 415, 420, and it's currently at 364. So that's a nice little pocket change right there. So keep an eye on Spotify. It has been pushing pretty hard lately, so we might see a little dip if the RSI is the indicator that we need to pay attention to. But just keep an eye on Spotify. That's why it was a stock pick. It just a little bit more riskier than some people would like, but keep an eye on it. Okay, so those are my honorable mention picks and my earnings and my stock picks of the week. I want to thank you guys for following me each week. I do what I can to help you guys. Message me, please, if you have any questions or something the market's not making sense. I'll do my best to explain it. And if you have anything else, send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. All right, guys, let's be careful. Don't over risk, and let's have a good week. All right, take it easy, everyone. Bye.